Hey guys, hey Spartan here with another video. Today we have a deck profile or a team profile for my Dice Masters team. It is the Gobby team based around this Green Goblin here, the super rare one. And yeah, here's the team here. Let's go over it. So we got Green Goblin Gobby. He's the super rare, like I said. He costs 3 energy and he's a bolt character. And his effect is when fielded, Green Goblin deals 1 damage to your opponent for each sidekick in the field. Count your sidekicks only, so on your side of the field only. He is the team pretty much, and the rest are your support if need be. He's very relentless, very fast, and you could kill your opponent in a few turns pretty much. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, you want to max out the dice on him. So I got 4 dice on him. First turn you want to buy a Gobby for sure and have an energy left over for Professor X, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, you want 4 dice on him. He's your main component of the deck or the team. And yeah, he's cheap and he's really good. So yeah, 4 dice on him. Next we got Magneto, Holocaust Survivor. You do not use Magneto to field him. You use him for his global ability. And that's why I only run 1 die. And he's 6 costing mask. You don't use him, like I said, for to field him to actually put him into play. His global is to pay a mask to reroll a villain die. So you can reroll a character on their side of the field if need be. But pretty much you want to roll with your Gobby. So you could pretty much put him into to roll him up or to get some energy if need be. And you can put him into the use. He goes back in your bag. So it pretty much gives you more chances to draw a Gobby, which is awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much all you use for Magneto. He shouldn't be a downside for you. He should be upside. And when re-rolling a villain character, it does not field the character. So if Green Goblin is a character, then he rolls into another character. He's not fielded. You don't get the second effect, which would be awesome if you did. It would be pretty broken if you did it though. So it's pretty good. But yeah, one Magneto. And pretty much next Magneto is his best friend, Professor X Trainer. It is the rare one. You mainly use him for his global ability, which is pay a mask, and you move up to 2 sidekick dice from your used pile to your prepper. So it allows you to roll for some sidekicks or some energy. So first turn, you want a bolt, 2 other energy, and a mask. So pretty much, yeah, I have 2 dice for him. You roll that, you buy a Gobby, he's in your used. And you have a mask up for when you use it, so you could put 2 sidekick dice from use pile to your prep. That means you get more sidekicks on the field, or energy if necessary to buy more Gobby, or to get one of the tech cards, and allows you to do as maximum damage as you can with Gobby. So it's pretty awesome. I put 2 on him because his active ability is not bad when he's on the field. When he's active, your sidekicks get +1/+1, no matter how many Professor X dice you have. Pretty much it's a Lord. It gives you +1/+1 for every guy, so your sidekicks become 2/2s, and you could go in for some kill if really necessary. But pretty much you mainly use him for his global effect. So yeah, there's Professor X. Only 2 on him. Next is Scarlet Witch, controls probability. It is the super rare one. And while she's active, you may reroll any or all your dice 1 additional time during the roll and reroll step. So she's 4 costing bolt character, another bolt character, and she's just good. Anytime you reroll, you get to reroll stuff for something you need, or just trying to go for a reroll for a bigger character, or whatever. Just extra rerolls are always good. So I put 3 on her. So her stats aren't too bad either. So, but you pretty much want her to stay on the field so you can reroll, if you get roll Gobby and he gets a bolt or whatnot, you want to put him as a character, and boom, there you go. Next we have Psylocke, the assassin, the rare version. She costs 2 in a mask. She's a mask character who costs 2, and when she's fielded, you may pay double mask to knock out 1 character. She's a very good cheap card. Her fielding costs on her first 2 levels are 0, which is pretty awesome. So you can knock out a character pretty much. You're paying 2 masks to knock out a character with the 1/2 or a 2/2 body, which is awesome. She's just really cheap, really good, and she fuels the mask characters. So more mask. Majority of these, there's 4 mask characters here, so you get a good variety to use Professor X's ability and whatnot. So I put 4 on her. She's really cheap, and yeah, she's really good. Next we have Human Torch, Johnny Storm. He's a bulk character, costs 4 to buy. And whenever he's active, each time you field the character, he does 1 damage to your opponent and 1 target character. And it's not 1 damage per Human Torch, so it's pretty much no matter how many. I put 2 of him. He's a tech if you're trying to go reach for extra damage. It could get pretty ridiculous if you field a bunch of sidekicks. Boom, that's like 3 or 4 sidekicks or something like that crazy. End game, boom, that's 4 damage. And then you Gobby, that's 4 plus another 1, so that's 5 damage. It gets ridiculous. So he's just another tech card for push for extra damage, and yeah, there's 2 of them. Next we have Storm, Wind Rider. A mask character costs 5, only played 2 for her. And when fielded, you re-roll up to 2 opposing characters. Each die that does not roll into a character goes to your opponent's use pile, and Storm does 2 damage to your opponent for each die moved. Her buy cost is somewhat high, but her ability is really good. Her level 1 is a 0, and her 2 and 3 are 1 cost to buy to put field her on the field. So she's really good. She's actually extra damage as well to get annoying characters off the field like Hulk or whoever's in your way. And yeah, she's really good. So 2 for her. And for our last character, we have another tech card, which is Namor, Atlantean. Costs 4. He's the only shield character on the team, which really doesn't matter. But when he blocks, you may cancel 1 action effect. Move that action die to its owner's use pile if necessary. You run 2 for Namor. Pretty much this is to get rid of Imprisoned. The effect, pretty much it annihilates this team. It just takes all your Gobbies and all your sidekicks. Boom. They're gone. So pretty much you have him sitting there, have a block, and you take care of prison, and you get all your guys back, and then you go on from there. Run 2 of him. You can also run Mr. Fantastic, which makes a character attack. And yeah, whenever prison says whenever you deal damage, then the action goes away. So you have him or Mr. Fantastic. It's either one of your choice. But I prefer Namor. He's also just pretty good stats for as well for his cost. So yeah, that's the characters for the team. And for the actions, we have Power Bolt. It costs 3 to buy, and whenever you get it, you deal 2 damage to 1 character or player. So it's extra burn, get stuff off the field that you want, and just you go in for relatively cheap. It's a cheap burn spell, pretty much. And for our last action, we got Invulnerability. Costs 2, very cheap as well. You're attacking characters that are knocked out return to the field, and its global is you pay a bolt, and you give a character plus 1 attack until the end of turn. It's really cheap if you're going in for a big old swing. You have invulnerability. They're going to take a bunch of damage, or they're going to sacrifice their guys, and you're going to get your guys back. Pretty much a win-win for you if you're going in with Gobby or whatever. And all your sidekicks, you get a bunch of damage, or you get all your guys back on the field. And next turn, you just go again. So it's pretty good. It's pretty much for your final swing. Is you're forcing them to block, sacrifice their field, and just going for the win, pretty much. So that is my Gobby team. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I could change anything. I know I was kind of iffy on how many number of dice I put on people and whatnot, but let me know what you think. Like I said, you're pretty much going for Gobby all the time, and the rest of the guys here are support or tech against certain cards. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my team. Let me know what you think. Also, I'm getting a gravity feed for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dice Master set. I'm kind of excited because obviously I do play Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, and it just has a bunch of the older cards, so it's very nostalgic. And hopefully it gets a lot more people into playing the game. I know here we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Guys, and I do want to teach more people here about Dice Masters because it is a cool game. I know I haven't played that much of it, but I'm getting ready, to play, and I'm only a couple hours away. I would say an hour and a half away from San Diego, So I know they have tournaments and stuff and the organized play up there. So hopefully I go up there sometime, play, get to know the community up there, and hopefully get people down here where I live to start playing Dice Masters. It's really fun, really cheap to get into, depending if you want to buy singles or not. But yeah, that's all trading card games or games like this where you have power cards and whatnot. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.